Welcome to the warm-up exercise for the YMI podcast called The Fantasy Restaurant. In here, my guests get to pick their favorite drink, appetizer, main, side, and dessert. Quite literally, anything goes. The Coldspot team does quite well, even with me throwing some curveballs at them. This is the first time I've had 3 people in the restaurant simultaneously, so I was a little worried the kitchen would have trouble keeping up. But of course, this delightful menu, it was no problem. So I hope you enjoy this meal with the Coldspotters. Elisa, Jamie, and Josh, welcome to the Fantasy Restaurant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I usually only have one name. That's why I was a little bit stumped. But we've had your reservation for ages. So I knew you were coming. I should have practiced this and been prepared. But here in the Fantasy Restaurant, it's a little bit different than a normal restaurant. It truly is a fantasy. So I am your waiter. I will walk you through the process. And you're going to be picking meals from, say, your childhood, something your mom's made, your grandma used to make, something you make yourself now so that you get from your favorite restaurant, something from your favorite fantasy novel or movie. Like, none of this has to make any sense. Normally, it only has to make sense to an individual. But apparently, you guys are going to be picking meals as a group. So I'm curious to see how this goes. No pressure. Don't screw it up. You only get one shot. Miss your chance to blow. Here we go. So start at the start. What's everybody going to have to drink?
Oh, wow. Why is everybody looking at me?
I mean, I'll say what I want to drink.
Go for it.
Root beer.
Root beer. What kind of root beer? That's. I mean, you want like some generic from Kroger's, or are you wanting something specific? What do you want?
A&W.
A&W.
Yeah,
Well,
I think for me it'd be Sprite Zero.
Yeah. No, I'm all about Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Oh my gosh. Dude's going to do the do. All right. So whenever I bring out your drinks, this is the Fancy Restaurant. So I'm thinking, you say root beer at A&W. Do you want that in like a frosted mug that's like ice cold? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
All right. No ice, just frosted mug?
Just frosted mug.
All right. Are you doing it with a straw? I'm thinking something with stripes on it. Does that work?
Yes.
Easy to please. All right. So this Coke, or rather the Sprite Zero, I'm assuming this is going to be a large Sprite from McDonald's, right?
No.
No. Oh, I love it. I love the Sprite from McDonald's because it bites, it claws, it burns the throat. What's your preference?
I usually like mine out of a 20-ounce bottle.
20-ounce bottle.
Yeah, it seems to hold more carbonation.
Ah, I see where you're very scientific about it. I get it.
Yes. She's very.
All right. So, and I know in the Mountain Dew universe, there's, rotating series of flavors. Are you OG? Are you doing like a Code Red? You doing like one of the Baja Blast? What are you doing, Josh?
If we are going childhood, it's got to be the OG Mountain Dew. However, the new Pitch Black Zero is absolutely delicious.
Pitch Black. What flavor is Pitch Black? What is that?
It's like grape.
Oh, I'm in a grape.
Yeah, it's like this grape Mountain Dew twist. It's really good.
All right. I'm assuming you're not afraid of caffeine then.
Oh no, not at all.
No, you're not. You're nothing new to you. Okay. All right. Well,
I drink my coffee.
we've got our drinks sorted. So let's move over to not even arguably, it absolutely is my favorite part of the meal, the appetizer portion. So we've got a pretty decent group of folks here. I don't know if you guys want to share an app, or you all going to get your own thing. What's that going to look like? Let's start with Alicia, or rather Elisa. Sorry.
Yep. It's a toss-up. If it's fancy, like calamari.
Do you want it to be fancy? It can be. This is up to you.
Not fancy, then just chips and dip, like chips and salsa.
Well, you got to call it. You got to pick one.
Chips
What's it
and
going to be? Chips and salsa. And this salsa, is it really spicy? Is it somewhat mild? Is it chunky? What are we talking about here?
Not chunky, mild.
Smooth and mild. All right. All right, Jamie, what are you looking at?
I really like the cream cheese wontons.
Oh, yes, Queen.
Yeah, those
What about them do you like so much?
I don't know. Well, it seems like they put a little bit of onion in there, like the green onion mixed in with that cream cheese.
All right, do you do a dipping sauce with said wontons or not?
No, I just like them as they are.
All right, I'm on board. I haven't had those in probably 8 years, and I could almost taste it the instant. I haven't eaten since like 11 o'clock, so
Oh, no.
I'm here for this. I'm here for this conversation. All right, Josh, bring us home, buddy. What's it looking like?
Oh, spinach and artichoke dip with chips, for sure.
All right. So what kind of chips are we doing with that?
Oh, just tortilla chips, honestly.
All right. Are you doing regular tortilla chips or are you doing homemade tortilla where they actually take the tortilla, cut it up, and fry it? So they're actually kind of like thick.
Got to be homemade.
Yeah, brother. I could sense it. Or maybe it's just my hunger, my stomach
Could
pains.
just be your hunger.
All right. So now we find ourselves at this fun little interstitial period between the appetizer and the main. I like to call the bread/soup/salad portion. What are we doing in there? Let's go in reverse order. Josh, what you got?
Well, it will not be oyster soup. Will not be. Man, if it's soup, the homemade zuppa toscana soup is absolutely delicious.
Who makes the Suppa Toscano
Oh,
that you like so much?
Jamie does.
Oh, all right, rock and roll. Little shout out there.
She's an amazing cook. So
All
good.
right. All right, so we got our Suppa Toscana. Jamie, what are you doing? You doing any bread, soup, salad, any of that? All of that? None of that?
I really do enjoy the Wisconsin cheese and cauliflower soup.
Wisconsin cheese. I've never had that. I've never had cauliflower in a soup. Does it soup well?
Yes.
It's so good.
If it's done right, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Mix it half and half with tomato basil. So good.
Never tried.
I'm a mixer too. Most people don't realize it's a life hack you can do in places. Like, give me a little of this, give me a little of that.
It's so good.
All right. Cauliflower. My favorite way to eat cauliflower is when they like batter it like hot wings and then like fry it. Put a little
Oh yeah,
spicy
like the
sauce on
buffalo. Yeah.
top. Yeah. Oof. So good. So good. All right. Elisa, what are we doing?
Caesar salad. Simple.
Caesar. I love a good Caesar. Describe the perfect Caesar for me?
Lots of croutons and Parmesan cheese.
Nothing to do with the sauce or the foliage in it.
Let's just get to the point.
So it's more just a conveyance for the croutons and the cheese.
Oh, heck yes.
Okay.
You could just get a bowl of croutons and cheese and put some sauce on it.
Not a lot.
Do you really?
Yes. I'll buy you just like a huge bag of croutons and just it's so good.
It's very similar, like when my wife and we go to a restaurant. I will take my salad, I'll put it near hers, and I'll just rake all the croutons in there. Enjoy your salad, because that's the majority of what it is for her.
I just want some salad with my croutons.
Right? If you have to, just to mix it up, just to break things up. I get it. All right. So, arguably the most important part, not for me, right? To me, some of this is sort of like not necessarily the main attraction, but it is for a lot of people because it is the main dish. Let's start with you, Jamie. What are you going to get as your main dish, your entree, as it were, if we want to be fancy?
I really like shrimp Alfredo.
Is this homemade? Is this from a restaurant? What are we looking at?
It's
No one has made shrimp Alfredo better than you.
yeah, but I do like Olive Garden's shrimp Alfredo.
That's fair.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, and you don't have to make it, which is really nice too, right?
Even better. Yeah.
For sure. All right, we've got a shrimp Alfredo, and the waiter, of course, is going to walk by with a giant, cheese grater. Do you want extra cheese on this? Yes or no?
Well, I don't even know why this is a question. Of course I do.
All right, and he's going to say, "Tell me when to stop." Are you just going to wait until the plastic of the grater hits the metal and then it halts
Pretty much.
itself? Okay, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the only way to do it.
All right. Elisa, what are you gonna get as your main?
I'm going for ribs and mashed potatoes.
All right. Are these barbecued ribs?
Yes, like smothered in barbecue sauce.
Smothered in barbecues. Now, are you a sauce as it cooks kind of person, or cook it and then put sauce on? What's the order of operation for you?
Both.
Both.
So I put it on, cook it, and then put more on.
Cook with and then add. All right. And then also sauce. Are you more sweet or are you more tangy?
Sweet.
Okay. Do you guys ever have you ever tried Sweet Baby Ray's sauce? That's my favorite.
Yes. That's what I use all the
Yep. It's the only one.
All right. I didn't know if that was all the way over there and that far part of the country that I never make it to, or if it's just down here in Texas. All right. So we're going to cook it in Sweet Baby Ray's or SBR's, and we're also going to add some extra. All right, Josh, what are you doing main dish?
I am going to do calamari, but sushi.
Calamari sushi.
Yep.
All right, describe that to me because I don't want him to screw it up in the kitchen.
Shrimp. What in the world? It's squid. It's sushi that's squid.
All right, so usually when I think calamari, I think you take squid, you cut it into little rings, batter it, deep fry it. Are we doing that, or is it just? Am I handing you raw?
We're talking
stuff?
raw. Yeah, strip of calamari on top of a bed of rice with wasabi. Perfect.
It's gonna be so chewy though, won't it?
It is, but it's so good.
Oh my gosh! So you really want to work for it? Okay.
Or he just inhales. I don't.
No, it does do that.
It's a little bit of both.
I
But it's-
mean, I'm not gonna. I definitely would never yuck on your yum. So you can. I mean, we will make it exactly. Are you? Are we doing like wasabi next to this thing? Are we doing some soy?
Got to do both.
All right. Are you low sodium or you regular? You like fully leaded?
Oh, you got
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. I apologize. Soy and wasabi. All right, we've got it. All right. Anybody have any? And I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. It's family style sides, so whatever sides come, it's big enough for the table. So, what are you guys gonna pick? And I'm gonna throw a curveball. You gotta all decide on one. You gotta limit it to one side to go that everybody gets to share. What's that going to be?
Garlic toast.
Garlic toast, yes. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm in.
garlic toast.
I could definitely see it with the first two, the calamari. I mean, why not?
You can make a
This is gonna be quite the meal, guys.
Yeah.
you can make a squid sandwich.
All right. So when you say garlic squid sandwich, oh, I don't know that that's better. Garlic toast, is that just like French bread cut in half, butter, garlic? Or is there cheese on there? What is it?
That's like the Texas toast slabs.
Yeah, dude, that's what I know. Yeah.
Big Texas toast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Toasted
yeah.
on both sides.
And down here, there's so much butter that it like actually leaks through the bottom of the bread.
There you
It breaches the crust.
Yeah.
Like, we really do it up down here. All right. Garlic toast, Texas style. All right. Even down here, we call it Texas toast, though. So, yeah, whatever. You'd think we'd just call it toast, but we don't. All right. So, this obviously is the most important portion of the meal, the dessert. What is everybody going to have to close out the meal with?
Oh man, I'm gonna do a skillet cookie with vanilla ice cream on top.
Great choice. Is there a particular place you like it, or do you actually make that at home?
There's one restaurant that's in Provo that has it, but I don't get to go there very often. I don't even No, it's not Brick. What is it called? I can't remember.
Not a clue.
Anyways, it's just this place down in Provo.
All
That
right, rock and roll. The first time I had one of those was at a deep dish place in Chicago called Lou Malnati's. So delicious. And we're talking like half-inch thick cookie in there too. And it's like vanilla bean ice cream. Whew. Does that sound good?
That's delicious.
All right, rock and roll. We're going with that. Jamie, what do you reckon?
Let's see. I really like the mango butter cake warmed up, and then a scoop of the mango sorbet on top.
You got to. What is a mango butter cake? I'm in for this. I just need to know. I need to understand.
It's Brazilian, and it's hard to describe.
So is it made with mango butter or is it mango butter?
It's like a butter cake, but with mango. Yeah.
All right. And you said with the mango sorbet?
Yeah. Yeah. So the cake's warmed up, and then they put a scoop of mango sorbet on the top.
I love that. It's not just, I'm sorry, I get a little excited. It's not just a difference in temperature. You're getting that juxtaposition, but also a difference in texture. I love that. That's so cool.
Yep.
It is so good too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out. I need to hang out with you guys more. I feel so unworldly here.
You got to come west to the mountains.
I need to. Josh, what dessert are you keen for?
It's going to be Junior's New York style cheesecake.
Junior's New
From
York.
Chicago.
I haven't had it. What makes it so good?
It's just really good. It's like super creamy and rich and thick. Oh, it's so good.
Everything you could ask for. Are you doing any like sauces on top? You doing any fruit on the side?
Straight up plain.
Whoa, that's hardcore.
It's so good.
Usually, like, I like cheesecake, but sometimes I have to, I got to just so you can catch your breath, you throw a strawberry in there or something.
That's right.
My goodness. All right. Juniors. All right. So I'm going to read back the menu to make sure I didn't screw it up, because I hate it when the kitchen gets blamed for my mistakes. But ultimately, I'll blame them anyway if it comes out wrong. So don't worry about that. We're going to start out with Elisa's going to have root beer. It's going to be A&W. We're going to do a frosted mug with a striped straw, of course. Are we doing like, when you get like boba tea and it's like a sewer pipe that comes out, like the straw is enormous? You want a big straw? Or are we doing like just a regular straw? Okay. And it's not a paper straw, but it does biodegrade quickly. I can't abide by the paper straws. It's just, by the end of the meal, it's going to be mush. I can't stand that. We're also going to do a Sprite Zero for Jamie, and it's going to be, are we talking ice cold or just medium cold?
Yes. Ice cold.
Ice cold. And somehow, uncannily, this bottle stays cold all the way through. And when you get to about 3/4, they magically bring one out to you. I mean, they're ready to go. These guys are Johnny on the spot. And we're also going to do Mountain Dew for Josh. We're going to have some pitch black, and you know what? We'll have a variety. We'll have a sampler pack of every flavor ever created, and it will be at your fingertips.
See, now that'd be perfect.
This is the fantasy restaurant.
This is true. Just bring it out in a big tray.
Okay. We're also going to do chips and salsa. And salsa is going to be smooth and mild and not chunky style. We're also going to have cream cheese wontons, with like some of that green onion. That sounds so delicious. Jamie, I think you and I are floating on the same wavelength for most of this meal. We're also going to do spinach and artichoke. That is going to be homemade tortillas, so they're a little bit extra thick. Those boys are going to be hot, so watch your fingies. Might get a little burn. For our interstitial piece, we are going to be doing Jamie's Super Toscano. We're going to do Wisconsin cheese with cauliflower, and then a nice Caesar salad that mostly consists of croutons and cheese, right? Okay. With a hint of lettuce. A salad with a hint of lettuce. We're going to do ribs. We're going to do Sweet Baby Ray's while it's cooking, and then also additionally, and I will even have the full bottle sitting right next to you. You get to break the seal on it. Yeah. It's right there, ready to go. We're doing squeezy bottle. Wah, wah, wah. We're also going to have shrimp Alfredo from Olive Garden. That way we don't have to cook anything. And then we are going to have calamari sushi with fully leaded soy and wasabi. Next, everybody is going to share some nice garlic toast, Texas style, which means dripping in butter, as everything should be. Last, we're going to close it out with a skillet cookie with vanilla bean ice cream. So your cookie, do you like it more crunchy or more soft?
Crunchy on the outside, soft on the in.
That's where it's at. I always eat the corners. I like the, because like when I'm eating it with ice cream, I like the crunch with ice. Right? I like that juxtaposition. I'm not trying to influence you in any way. I'm just saying. Also, we are going to have the mango butter cake with mango sorbet, and that cake is going to be warm, not hot, not cool, but warm. And then we're also going to have a Junior's New York style cheesecake. Do you want the whole cake cut in wedges, or you just want the whole cake all in one?
I'll just take a wedge. I don't have to have the whole thing.
I mean,
Take home, man.
But
Just
there's
think of take home.
That's true. The whole thing. We'll just cut it into like quarters, and I'll just eat a quarter and take the rest home.
all right. Well, does that order, does that sound accurate? Everybody happy with what they got?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for joining me in the fantasy restaurant today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You guys are fun. Not to say I didn't think you would be fun. That wasn't the implication.